Team Smooth Brain, Fort Wayne, Indiana, versus newcomer here, Alec of Dakota.
All right, Toronto, we are off to battle number 1. Sam Cornwell in the red S13, Alec Dakota in the blue turbocharged Miata in chase. Sam running a nice clean lead run. Dakota's trying to keep up here. Chopping the line a little bit, trying to keep some procs there. Sam's running a nice solid clean run up front, so might give him a little advantage going into the second run here.
Absolutely.
Got everything squared up, so glad to see he made it.
Yeah, no, Jake from Jump Sport, of course, helped them get that tune going. So here we go.
Big aggressive entry there from Dakota, going extra deep, keeping it together. Sam's not fazed by it, getting right in there in the pocket.
Man.
Looks like Dakota cleaned up that lead run, but I think Sam's got this one in the bag here.
Yeah, props to Dakota for keeping it together after that entry. Really nicely done.
All right, Matt Berlin leads Seth. Nice aggressive entry. Hopefully, looks like Berlin went extra deep and Seth ended up a little shallow. Got choked up here. Looks like Seth definitely has a little bit quicker car in drift, so I'm having a problem staying back behind that stock power G37.
Absolutely. Nicely done, nice save.
All right, Seth with a nice aggressive entry, and oh wow, must have came out of gear there or something. That was close though. That was very close to contact there.
Good job avoiding contact with these drivers. That was a close one.
Yeah, that's unfortunate there. Both finishing off with a nice show there for everybody.
Neither car any worse for wear.
We have two very wild drivers here. I'm sure this is going to be exciting. Looks like Kyle got a pretty good pull there off the initiation. Rodney's trying to get back in the game. Kyle's looks like he's hitting all of his marks pretty nicely. No major mistakes there. Rodney's finally trying to close that gap, but it's probably a little too late there.
Yeah, Antonovich just everywhere he needed to.
All right, we'll get Rodney out front here. We'll see if Kyle can keep that thing behind the slower Mustang. He's having a problem already. Definitely just a lot more hooked up. Yeah, that's a tough one there. Unfortunately, I think that might be a pretty big mistake there for Kyle. We'll see what the judges saw. I think Kyle was just a little shallow too on the entry, which definitely didn't help that setup. And Rodney is going to take the win there. All right, looks like Alex Dane leads Dylan Labastelle. Dylan's applying a lot of pressure there. Looks like Dane's getting up to his marks for the most part there. Dylan's applying a lot of pressure. All right, we're turning these guys around. Dylan in the lead. Alex, Dane, and Chase. Looks like Dylan getting nicely out to the first outer zone. Dane's going to be trying to keep up here with Dylan's little chop there. Try to get back in that pocket. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Dylan's filling all those marks like he's supposed to.
Dylan running away with it a little bit. We know he's the faster.
Indy boy there. No, he's not. He's from Kansas. We'll take him. Versus.
All right. Our next battle.
Teague.
Walters.
Ritter. Woo!
Nice and deep on that outer zone. Teague's trying to get out to those marks. Lacking a little bit of angle. Ritter's keeping up nicely, I'd say, with matching or more angle. That's definitely going to score him more. Nice snappy transition in chase two. I'd say Ritter's going to have the advantage on that first run.
Absolutely. Walters.
Joey Ritter coming in hot.
Teague with the aggressive chase, trying to put that pressure in. A little bit of a correction by Joey, and then another followed by Teague. That's going to be a rough one to judge there. Teague's trying to apply that pressure. A lot of good angle by Joey out front. I'm curious to see what the judges saw up there on that entry.
Yeah, it seems like Ritter just went a little bit too deep. Unfortunately for Britt, it seems like he had a mechanical error, so he will not be able to compete, and Fisher is going to get a bye run here.
Listen to that Renesis naturally aspirated rotary induction noise scream.
And let's not forget, Eric just turned 17 years old. So everyone give it up for Eric Fisher here on his bye run, getting a win. We got the whole family here. Moving on to the top 16 here later.
All right, we're doing our one more time here. Teague leads, Joey Ritter. Nice aggressive entry there. Teague filling that first outer zone nicely, just like we'd like to see in qualifying.
Battle for I-70.
Ritter's applying the pressure. Teague's full throttle there. A lot of commitment, good angle. Joey's keeping a good penetration there through the final outer zone.
Penetration.
Absolutely. Great job by both these drivers, especially on.
All right. Joey Ritter leads Teague. Ritter's filling that outer zone nicely, a little dirt drop. Teague trying to stay close in that pocket.
No V8 sounds here. Does not get excited about this.
This is exciting. This is a good battle.
Nice lead run. It looks like Teague's applying a little bit more pressure there. He was a little bit more shallow through the extension. I'd like to see how the judges. Gonna be a heater here. Cam Stone and the turbocharged Miata official coming in hot. A lot of penetration right into the first outer zone. Major aggression there from Fischel. Turbo Miatas are very fast. Fischel's doing what he can to keep up. Nice penetration in that final outer zone. That's the aggression we like to see from both drivers.
Stone absolutely cooking through this course here. Fischel doing a great job.
All right, Fischel's going to be leading Cam Stone. Big rev limiter entry. Nice commitment. Deep in the first outer zone. Stone is right there in the pocket, applying a lot of pressure here. You can hear that Miata on limiter trying to get the traction he's looking for to get back on Mitchell's door. May have been a slight mistake there into out. Oh, Jake Clark leads Mike Steele right here. Jake seemed to be having some car issues, maybe not really keeping the car in drift too well.
Unfortunately, not Clark's best showing. We've
Jake applying a lot of pressure there on the entry. Still having some car problems, it looks like. Steele running a nice deep chaseable line. Jake's doing what he can do to stay in drift, but it looks like it's not really working. Definitely battling some car problems there. That'll be an easy one for the judges.
What a bummer.
props to Clark for giving it a go.
Alignment settings and whatnot, and Adam, I still feel like it's not fully comfortable in the new Camaro chassis, so.
Anybody's game.
Big aggressive entry from Roy there. Nice angle throughout the that stretch there. Adam's applying great pressure throughout the run. Little chop there at the final outer zone, but overall pretty consistent. Big aggressive entry from Day.
Oh no.
Day filling that outer zone nice. Roy trying to stay in that pocket. A lot of pressure there from Roy. I think Day might have had a cleaner lead run overall.
Clint stop. Big
Two
hitters.
top gunners from DISL from the start. Colty JZ with a limiter entry. Clint comes in with massive penetration into the first outer zone. Colty's hitting all of his marks. Very clean lead run. Big snap from both drivers into the final outer zone.
Wow, that fabulous lead run, fabulous chase run.
Clint with the bumper toss on entry. Nicely filling that first outer zone with a lot of commitment there. Great battle there. That's going to be a tough one to call.
Couple corrections there the judges could see from their vantage point.
And we're on to the next battle. Kyle Robertson leads
Jordan
Tittman,
Fort Wayne,
Indiana, street driven all the way here. Having a hard time keeping up with the Turbo Miata. Looks like Kyle's hitting most of his marks. A little off there, maybe in outer zone 4. Tittman definitely trying to reel him back in, but a little too late, I think.
Robertson.
his soul is crushed.
Here we go. Woo! Robertson kind of struggling in the chase there. It's harder for him to chase a slower car in the lead.
Yeah, definitely two different types of entries from those cars here. Turbo Miata and a turbocharged ZN6, I believe those are called. Yeah. A lot of angle there from Cody. Full throttle transitions there. I think a little shallow on that second outer zone. Little chop there. There goes that bumper at full speed.
Yeah, the speed and the commitment was there in the lead for sure, but I just didn't.
Lee getting deep in that first outer zone with a lot of speed.
Lee seems on a very similar to line to Cody.
Very similar lead runs here,
Yeah.
I feel like. As well as the chase goes, that's going to be a difficult one.
Yeah, similar errors, I would say.
We're going to send the next battle. Justin Medina in the Turbo K Series S2000 and Brian Peter, the legend in the turbocharged NV Miata. Very well-matched vehicles here. Two very fast cars in drift. It's probably not too often that Brian has a Brian with a fast entry. Little late to that first outer zone. It's like Justin's maybe having a little bit of a chop there, but definitely a little bit better penetration than what Brian had. Not sure if the sacrifice of angle in the outer zone 3. And we are going to run our one more time. Edmonston and Lee Roto. Looks like a more aggressive lead here by Edmonston, a lot more angle. Nice and deep there. Good angle through the extension. A lot of angle in the final outer zone. Lee's applying a lot more pressure as well, though. Definitely a great battle. Definitely a step up from the first.
For sure. Getting a little wider.
All right. High speed entry. Lee making his way to that outer zone, getting extra deep there. Edmonston trying to hang in there. Not really phased. Definitely not quite as fast. A little chop there to try to get that penetration in the final outer zone.
Roto getting way too wide on entry in outer zone number 1.
Angry.
Big handbrake drag by Bayanski, getting ultra deep there also. Little early into that first outer zone, see if he can hold it together. Cat's hanging in there, no problem. Unfortunately, that may have been a little bit too big of a... All right, our next battle, Brett Cassidy versus Josh Esty. Big flip from the lead of Brett Cassidy there. Esty's not phased by it, hanging in there, no problem.
Using everything he can on that eco boost.
Little chop there by Josh, lots of angle there. Big snapping in the final outer zone. Cassidy's got a very chaseable lead run.
Woo. Great lead by Cassidy. Really
Nice aggressive entry by Esty. Getting extra deep in the first outer zone. Launch kick there for that extension. A little shallow. Looks like Cassidy's trying to hang in there. Maybe a little less penetration than Esty had. It's going to be a difficult one to judge. Nice aggressive entry from both drivers. Vance not phased at all, getting right in that pocket from the start. Applying the pressure there, a little bit of a chop, but trying to stay in that pocket. I think the judges are going to appreciate that aggression. Cash has a great lead run, very chaseable, hitting all the marks.
Vance just glued to his door.
From the get-go of that entry all the way through that first outer zone.
Agreed.
And Cash applying that same amount of pressure, maybe even more, with more angle and chase. Vance going deep through the extension there. Cash is applying equal pressure, if not more, with more angle. I have a feeling that's going to be tough, but I think
Here we go, guys.
a lot of angle and smoke there. A lot of pressure. These guys are stepping it up one more time.
There it is.
All right, they are off. Vance leads Cash. Big lockup by Cash and Chase. Super fast entries. Looks like Vance is doing the job, hitting the marks. Cash and Chase, maybe a little less penetration, but a little bit more angle and chase. I'd like to see how the judges weigh in on that.